Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning subscriber, kisses for all of you. Thank you. You guys are the realest MVPs. Thank you for always coming through to support your girl right there. So guys, guess what? We're going to be talking about personal finance. Yee! Personal finance. So I'm going to try as much as possible to make whatever information I'm trying to convey to you guys very explanatory, easy to do, not plenty grammar, but just something relatable, right? So yes guys, I'm going to be talking about where or ways or where to invest your money in. Maybe you're a student and your parents give you money, monthly allowance, and you just have that a spare cash somewhere. You're looking out for where you can invest your money in. Or you're working, you just started working and you have a constant supply or inflow of income, and you're asking yourself, where can I keep this remaining cash in? So yes, I bring you guys good news. Rather than just keeping that money in your bank account, there's a better place to keep your money. I'm going to be talking or sharing with you guys some things I've tried. I've not tried all, but I've asked people that have tried all of these things. I've researched on it, and it's absolutely 100% correct and it works. So yes, what is investment? Because you must have heard me say investment, right? What is investment? Investment is where you can allocate your money with expectation of getting returns, future returns from it. Investment is not immediate. That's the problem most people have. They're looking for sharp investment. They're looking for something to just keep their money in, and they say in the next 2 weeks, or if you bring this person today now, if you bring 5 people, the money will be 5 people, not even double, it will be 5 people. No, that's not like investment. And funny enough, most promising investments are usually long term. That's above 5 years. Well, I'm not saying short term or medium term investments are bad. Like, it's very good and it's very okay, but the investment that yields more returns most times are long-term investments, right? Because it takes longer time to mature and everything. So what is number one thing you can invest in? Stock. Stock is a piece of ownership in a business. For example, I want to start up a business. The total cost of starting up the business is $100, and I just have $10 for the business. And this business is a very promising business. It's something that I've shared with my friend, and she loved the idea. And my friend is like, wow, this business is so good, but I don't have the funds. Instead of me going to bank to borrow that funds from, because bank will definitely charge you interest rates and you have to pay back, blah blah blah, which is a lot more expensive for a startup, right? I could just go to few people that I know have the funds, sell a percentage of stock to them. Maybe I could just sell a $10 stock to all of them. Guess what? They're not borrowing me the money. They're not borrowing the money. They're not giving me an expectation of me paying them back the money. You just buy the stock, and if the business does well, they have a percentage of ownership. In fact, they're entitled to dividend, they're entitled to profit. If the business makes money, they are going to be paid every time. They are going to just be paid every time. So that is simply what stock is. Most companies that have done well, most of them sold their stock to a lot of people. They sold their stock to a lot of people, right? So I'm sure, having said that, some of you may be asking, I don't have friend that wants to start up business, that wants to do. No guys, technology have made everything easy and everything very, very wonderful. There's this app called Bamboo app, right? This app is very good. That's where I usually get my stuff from. I go to the app and I just see promising companies. If there are a lot of companies, that's it. You'll be really, really confused on which companies talk to invest in, because if you invest in the wrong company, I mean, the company could just go south and the money just goes down the drain. Another thing you should understand is it's not every company you should invest in. When people come to me and they ask me, what kind of company can I invest my stock? Can I invest in? What do I tell them? Number one, I give them this example. Start from goods or something you you use every time. In fact, in our world today, almost everybody has an iPhone. That means it's adding value to you, and every day their stock market is doing well. I'm not saying it does well all the time. There's sometimes that the market is bad, right? So you could just start from goods that are doing well, and you could buy that their stock exchange. You could do solar energy, because solar energy is really, really doing well. Also, technology, tech is also another very good industry that is really, really, really doing well. You could just look for companies in that areas and just invest in. So after having said all this now, some of you will be like, wait, what you're saying is, it seems like you need a lot of capital or a lot of funds to invest. No, guys, with your 10,000 naira, you can purchase a stock. You may not purchase it in all these top companies like Apple, Netflix, all these Amazon. You may not purchase stock in all these top companies, but you could just purchase a stock from somewhere. You see, like, that's why I'm recommending that Bamboo app to you guys. That app is so good. You see the price of all these stocks. You like the app, you see how the market is doing monthly, the rise, the fall, everything, how it's doing, and you can just choose what you want to invest in. So another thing to invest in, this is just strictly for Nigerians. Other people, yeah, strictly for Nigerians, This second point is dollar. Yeah, as funny as it sounds, yes, guys, dollar is a good investment, especially as a Nigerian. I'm sure every day we are crying our naira is devaluing, whatever, blah 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 blah. And do you know that there are some people that are rejoicing as this naira is devaluing, because people have bought dollars and they've kept, and as our naira is devaluing and the price of dollar keeps increasing, that's the same way lots of people money are just rising, right? So that's how funny life is. You are crying and other people are smiling. I don't know the side you choose to be, for me, I know that I'm not the one that needs to come and bring solutions to Nigerian problem. So why don't I just manage the situation and just buy dollar and keep and be happy in my life? So there are different ways you can get dollars. You could just go and open a domiciliary account in the bank and just get dollar and keep there. Or you use the Piggyvest app. Me, I would prefer Piggyvest app because per annum they give me 7% returns, which is better than just keeping my money in the bank. A lot of people that bought dollars since they are smiling by now, and there's speculation that the price of dollar will keep increasing. So what are you waiting for? Go and buy dollar. With your 10,000 naira, you could just buy dollar equivalent and keep. You could get something little, but it's better than nothing. So another thing you can invest your wonderful money on is mutual funds. What is mutual fund? I'm sure some of you may be wondering, like, what is mutual fund? Mutual fund is a pooled investment vehicle where instead of just purchasing one stock, thousands or hundreds of people come together and they purchase, and they put their money in a big pot. And this big pot is managed by an investment manager who, at the end of the day, carries this large fund. This fund could be in thousands, it could be in millions, and invest it. This one, they're investing in large capacity now. They're investing it now in the stock exchange market. They're buying a large amount in the stock exchange market, and at the end of the day, they share the profits and accordingly to how much they invested in. So buying mutual fund, I'm sure a lot of people don't really know mutual funds. It's actually very, 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 I would recommend mutual funds 100% because it encourages diversity, right? Instead of just putting your eggs in one basket and just buying one particular stock, you could just like bring your money together with thousands of people. You don't even have to know these people. That is how amazing it is. You don't even have to know these people. You could just gather your money together and invest it, or an investment manager, a professional investment manager, is going to handle these funds and invest in large capacity. They're not just going to invest in one company, they're going to invest in several hundreds of companies, a lot of companies. So the beautiful thing is that maybe if one company goes bankrupt and their shares just or their stock just goes to 0%. If you've invested in mutual funds, you're not at 100% loss at all. No, guys, you're not at 100% loss. Just a fraction, which is very beautiful. This mutual fund is a low risk investment. I've not invested in mutual fund, but I've researched a lot about it. There are apps that you could monitor mutual funds on. I can't recommend anyone for you here in this video because I've not used it, so I won't want you to try something I've not used before. So yes, guys, that's it for mutual funds. So another thing you can invest your money in is, guess. I'm sure you're enjoying this point. Agricultural sector. Yeah, agricultural sector. The agricultural sector is underrated, right? Like, it's underrated. A lot of people don't even value agriculture anymore. Everybody's eyes are on digital, which is not wrong. In fact, I'm not against you investing your money on digital things. It's really nice, but in as much as you are doing that, you should also diversify. You should also consider looking at the agricultural sector. So I won't lie, I've not invested in agricultural sector before. So as I'm doing this video, I'm also telling myself that what I saw in Piggyvest app, because I use Piggyvest, I also saw where you could invest in some crop farming, grains. You could poultry. You could just invest a little amount, and most times is for a certain amount of period, maybe 6 months to 12 months, and it will give you something, a percentage. So the more you invest, the more money you get, which is also very good. And the obonge of all of them is real estate. Yeah, so real estate is the OG. This one is the surest, guys. Is the surest. I'm sure all of you know what real estate is. Real estate is just simply the purchase, management, or even sale of properties, right? Most times land or anything. It could be in small scale, large scale, anyhow you want it, or anyone your money reach. So guys, if you have bulk cash, I would advise you to invest in real estate. You could just purchase a land. It could not be somewhere you are residing in, right? It could just be a different location. Just purchase that land, a virgin land, and just leave it there. Like, leave it for years. Go back to that land and sell it. You'll be glad you purchased that land. So yes, guys, that is it. I'm sure you learned one or two things from this video. So before I go, I would like to drop this wonderful point before I leave. If you're investing, please do not invest the money you will need tomorrow or next tomorrow or even next week or even next month. Please invest a spare cash. Invest fund that you know you won't even be needing anytime soon. Maybe for like 6 months, you know you will not need this money. Don't go invest money that you know that next week you will need, next month you will need, then you will not be touching your chest as if somebody is giving you a heart attack. No, guys, just invest in something. Just invest with your spare cash so you don't even feel it, and that way you will leave your money to yield greater returns. So if you find this video helpful, I'd like you to leave a comment, or if you know other ways to invest your money in that will be helpful to other people, you just don't know who you are helping out right here. So please just leave a comment down below and make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share to someone that really needs to know these things. I'm sure some of you don't know these things, so make sure you share to other people, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys in my next video. I love you. So if you're investing, guys,